welcome back to our channel. My name is Melody. This is Anthony. We are an Air Force family. We do Air Force videos and vlogs and stuff like that.
We're supposed to do Air Force videos.
Yeah, we want to do more Air Force videos,
because we get a lot of questions.
Yeah, giving information, helping people out with questions that they may have regarding the Air Force in general. But we've been getting questions about like PCSing with our pet, so we thought we would do...
It was stressful.
Yeah, we thought we would do a video answering some questions, hopefully. We're going to try to give as much information as we can and try to be helpful. If we don't answer your question, feel free to comment any questions you may have. But yeah, we have like a little list of things that we want to share with you guys, what our experience was like. We are going to Yokota, so not everyone's like PCSing with their pet is going to be the same. It's different depending on what base you're going to, the size of your pet, things like that. So we're going to be talking solely based on our experience and what it was like for us, and then hopefully that answers some of your questions. The first thing that I want to say is, like, as soon as you know that you're going to be PCSing to Yokota, like, get started with the process. Like,
just always keep in mind, if this is your first time PCSing, I discovered this the hard way. The military doesn't really care about your pets, so you are in charge of paying for everything, and you're responsible for everything. If by the time you leave, I try to extend my time for whatever something that happened with the dog, and they're not gonna do it. Like, that's
your
not
pet
a priority
is not a priority
for them.
at all.
So you either leave it with somebody and they deal with it, or you just can leave your dog. Like, yes, let's put that out there.
So as soon as you know that you're gonna PCS, like, get started on the process. As soon as we found out, we contacted our vet and we asked, okay, what do we do? And they literally tell you. They gave us this checklist, and it says there to Japan, and then on the checklist it tells you everything that you need.
You can also talk to them and ask them.
Yeah, and then you just get started with the whole process. Another thing that I want to point out is there is a Facebook group called Yokota Pet PCS Help, and they really do help you. It's like people that are here in Yokota that they have pets and they went through the whole process, and you can join that group on Facebook and ask any questions that you may have, and they will help you.
So we have a Morkie, but if you have a big dog, somebody out there probably has a big dog.
Yeah.
So whatever they went through is probably a bit more accurate than what we went through. And everybody's like different also.
Yeah. You do have to answer some questions to join the group, I guess, to verify that you are coming here. They don't want just any random joining the group, so be sure to answer those questions and then you can join the group.
Your pet must have a microchip. That was easy for us because since when we first got her before joining the military, she already had the chip. Yeah, like we pay for that. So
we did that with, like, as soon as we got our dog. And then the next thing that they must have is their rabies vaccination. There's like a 2-part rabies shot. So the first one's given, and then 31 days after the second one's given. They have to have both. So that's why I say again, like, make sure you're on top of everything. As soon as you find out, get stuff done so that you don't have to worry about the timeline of everything you need to do for your pet and then you needing to PCS. Another big thing that your pet has to have to go to Japan is it's called the Faven Draw. The Faven Draw, I'm going to be reading off my paper just to explain to you what it is. It's required by many rabies-free countries, Japan, regions, or islands in order for pets to qualify for reduced quarantine period to entry. So basically they just want to make sure that they don't have rabies when they come here. They require for you to wait 180 days before they draw blood, and then make sure that your pet doesn't have rabies, and then they're allowed to the country. So that's another big thing that your pet has to have done to come here. They also recommended that we got like additional vaccines in case our pet came here and would have to be boarded in a pet facility. So they recommended that we get stuff like the distemper, hepatitis, a bunch of other vaccines, like I said, just in case they have to be with other pets and they don't want to get diseases and stuff. But that wasn't necessary. They just recommended it, but we did it just to be safe.
Have money saved, because again, the military is not going to pay for it. If you have to board your dog because they don't have a pet-friendly room, you have to pay that. And not only you have to pay it, if you try calling the hotel, they're gonna tell you that they don't have pet-friendly rooms until you are there personally asking for it. It happened to us. We tried to separate the room just to make sure they have it. Don't stress about it, because not because they say no means that they don't have it. They're just not gonna book it for you. So just book a regular hotel, and once you get here, they'll
give you
you can ask if they have one. If you want, have a plan B. I had somebody from my squadron that offered taking care of the dog. Thank God when we came here, we asked for a room and they had one, so we just stayed on a pet-friendly room. So the health certificate, you can only get it 10 days prior to boarding the plane?
To leaving.
To leaving. 10 days prior to leaving. So
it's just a certificate that they give you, literally on the appointment that you do all the shots and stuff, and they say, here, bring this back to us like 10 days before you leave, and we're gonna sign it. It's a vet signing off everything, that everything's done, and that your pet is good to go to Japan.
So if for some reason your flight gets delayed or something like that, I would recommend, it wasn't the same for us, but I would recommend waiting maybe 2 days before you leave. Just make sure the person's there, because our flight got delayed 3 times. So if you do it 10 days actually prior to your flight, and then your flight gets canceled, then you have to go back and redo it. So wait when you're like 5 to 3 days before leaving and actually get it.
In our scenario also, like
the vet?
Yeah, our vet was PCSing, or she was doing something. She wasn't at our base, so we had to drive to the next closest base, and it had to be on a base for her to
military
sign,
base.
A military base for her to sign the.
I tried to go to civilians, and the problem with civilians and military, the lady explained it, they don't have some permissions that a military vet has. So we have to go to the closest base, which was like 4 hours away, which is something that you shouldn't have to do.
You have to call, make the appointment, make sure you have an appointment to get your health certificate signed. It's just a signature, but it is what it is. All of this stuff that we're recommending, like my first thing was for you to go to a vet and ask, what do I need to do? This is on a military base, so whatever vet you go to, make sure it's on a military base, because they will have the answers for you, not anyone. Maybe some civilian vets, like in some states, can help, but
in my state they couldn't.
Yeah, in Washington
we were in Washington,
yeah,
and we went to 2 different ones, and I guess they don't have permission or whatever. I don't know.
Okay, so we crossed off everything on the checklist. The checklist is done, so you've done all of that. I did want to go over prices a little bit. I'm guessing it's going to be the same, like
or different,
the prospects.
because we have a small dog.
Yeah, maybe a little bit more depending on your vet and your pet. But just to give you an idea of prices, like we got the distemper vaccine, the Bordetella, leptospirosis. All of those cost $15, and then the rabies shots cost $10. And then the Faven that I mentioned costs $95, and then the Faven has to be shipped somewhere to get tested, and that the shipping costs $70 to $80. So that all of that roughly costs $230.
The plane ticket. I was not expecting to pay it. That's why I say like the military doesn't really take care.
Expected, yeah, honestly.
Everything was good. She was on my orders. She
got a plane ticket.
She had the plane ticket, everything. They gave me the orders, and you literally, when you travel, you just give the orders, and that's it. Everybody on the orders is good to go. However, when everything was done, they checked the bags. We were authorized 4 bags per person because we were on the rotator. It's crazy. I'd never seen that. Most planes is like 1 or 2.
And the weight limit was pretty good too.
Yeah, the weight limit. They literally we stuffed those bags. And we didn't pass because it was 4 bags. That's why we didn't pass it, because we each have to.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So we were like, we thought we were done, and then the guy was like,
as soon as we were done, that he gave us like our stuff. He's like, okay, and $150 for the dog.
We're like, what?
And I was like, why? Like, I literally have her ticket right here.
I thought you were gonna fight. I thought he was gonna be like, what?
But yeah, it was too much stress. I don't know if people that have been in the military, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, why should they pay for your dog? I don't know. whatever. I've never seen it. I've never really traveled out of the country or whatever.
So basically we paid a 150 fee that we did not expect to pay for our pet.
So half money.
Extra money.
Just in case. Because they gotta have credit cards and stuff, so.
Obviously have the appropriate size kennel or bag for your dog depending on how big your dog is.
Should I show Shelly's?
Yeah. So for some reason the footage of us talking about our bag got lost. But this is the bag that we used. I guess this is the brand. We got it on Amazon for like maybe $60, I believe my husband said. I will leave the link in the description, but it is an awesome bag. It meets the length requirements. Obviously it can stand like that. The bag needs to be under the seat when you take off. So you just put it like this and then it squeezes under the chair and it's fine. This bag has a lot of nice features. Like one of them is this. There's a leash you can connect to the collar so your dog doesn't jump out, and you can have this open. There's plenty of pockets for things. One of the coolest things about this bag is this. Like there were points in the airport that we had to just wait, so we could pop this open, and Shelly had more space to be in her bag. She actually loves this bag. Like it's like a little cozy room for her. The floor in there is like pretty firm too, so it's pretty solid floor, so it's good for her to sit on when this is on your back. It is a very durable bag. It comes with different colors. I believe there's like a gray one, there's this blue one. I think it's also meant for hiking, but it's literally perfect for travel. It meets the requirements. And then there's this so she can look. It's really, it's a really nice bag. But overall, our dog behaved well. You know, we made sure to give her the proper amount of food and water before our flight so that we knew she wouldn't have to like pee on the flight. So just keep that in mind.
Yes.
You know, the night prior.
She didn't go to the bathroom.
No, she never
Like,
did.
yeah, it was perfect because we didn't figure, like, if you travel, you know, like, just once a day or something like that, she went to the bathroom once, she's not gonna need to go again.
Yeah.
So everything was perfect. Yeah. Everything was, other than that.
Shelly's a good girl. And then, yeah, our flight was pretty easy. Another huge thing to make sure you're on top of is the DLA, which is the Dislocation Allowance. You are
entitled
to
100%. Yeah, so that's money that a lot of people don't know that the military gives.
Yeah, every time you're gonna PCS, they give you are entitled, like you said, or
it's like $1,900.
Yeah.
I don't want to lie. I don't remember the number, or 2,100. I don't know. It's a good amount. Like,
and it's just
free money is good.
It's money to help you with the cost of PCSing. So like this, like there's things that you have to do for your pet, and it costs money, obviously. So this can help you with that.
You can get it if you have money saved. You can get it once you get to your next base, or you can ask for an upfront, which is 100% of the money. It takes 5 to 7 days to hit your account. Mine took like 2 weeks because I don't know what was going on. But you can get it before you leave.
Yeah.
They told me that you couldn't, and I was gonna settle for that. But I still went to finance and I asked, and I had a friend in finance, and she was like, "Yes, I got you. You literally just have to fill out this form, and you can basically, like I said, 5 to 7 days, it hits your account."
You have to have hard orders. So we got it.
I think you do. You just go to finance.
Go to finance and find out. Like, make sure you go to finance and ask about DLA.
Get the money. It's like only $100. Like,
yeah, it'll help.
And you don't have to pay that back. I've moved twice in the military and I've never paid it back. Yeah. So get the money. You like your bag?
I just wanted to show you guys Shelly, the star of this video. So this is our Shelly. This is how big she is.
Sit. Sit. Don't sit.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, it was pretty easy for us, I feel like, because she's a small dog, so everything's like smaller. She can like fly with us in cabin. We don't know what the experience is like for a bigger dog, for a dog that has to go under the plane. I wish I could answer those questions, but honestly, we just know like what we know. But we did see families with bigger dogs, and like they were carrying or like holding their dog, and
families with like kennels. 3 kids, 2 dogs.
Yeah, and it does look like a lot. Like it is a lot to have to carry all of that through the airport, but
especially when the kids can help you carry stuff. Because if your kids are like 8, then I guess they can help. Yeah,
but once you get past that check bag process, like things get easier. You know, all your check bags are back there, and you just have, you know, your stuff with you. And biggest thing from this video to take is start now. Like, if you know you're going to Yokota, start the process now. Find out what you have to do with your military base vet, and get everything started.
Okay, you okay?
The process can seem very stressful, but as long as you're organized, you're on top of everything, like it'll be fine.
She went to the back.
She went to the back. Alright guys, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, comment it. And
don't ask.
yeah, that's it. Bye!
Ask.